born to young moms, how different is your life compared to other kids? I spent the first 12 years of my life calling my mom Tori. Not mom, not mama, just Tori. Like she was my older sister or something. Because that's what everyone told me she was, my actual sister. Brandy raised me, and she always say stuff like, go ask your sister Tori when I needed help with homework. Or, Tori, take your sister to the store. I thought it was totally normal. My friend Emma had an older sister who babysat her sometimes, so I figured that's just how families worked. Tori was 17 when I was 12, which should have been my first clue. But kids don't really do math like that. She picked me up from school every day in this beat up Honda with a cracked windshield. She'd blast music and let me sit in the front seat, which made me feel so cool. She came to every parent-teacher conference with Granny, crying when I got good grades like she was actually proud. When I had chickenpox in 3rd grade, Tori skipped her junior prom to stay home and put calamine lotion on my spots. I remember asking her why she wasn't going to the dance in her pretty dress, and she just said, proms are stupid anyway, while dabbing my forehead. The truth came out in the weirdest way. I was being nosy one day, digging through this old shoebox in Granny's closet looking for pictures for a school project. That's when I found a birth certificate with my name on it, but where it said mother, it had Tori's full name written there. Tori Lynn Jackson, not Granny's name. Tori's. I stared at that paper for like 10 minutes, reading it over and over. My brain couldn't process it. I ran downstairs waving the certificate, yelling, why does this say Tori is my mom? The whole house went dead silent. Granny was making cornbread and she just stopped stirring. Tori was doing homework at the kitchen table, and her pencil froze mid-word. My Aunt Kelly was watching TV and she grabbed the remote to mute it. That's when they all started talking at once, trying to explain. Granny said she was protecting both of us from neighborhood gossip. Tori was 14 when she had me, barely a freshman in high school. They thought it would be easier if everyone believed I was Granny's youngest daughter instead of her granddaughter. At first I was pissed, like really pissed. I felt like my whole life was a lie. I screamed at Tori, asking why she never told me. She started crying and said she wanted to, but Granny made her promise not to. She said she was scared I'd hate her for giving me up. But then I started thinking about all the little things. How Tori never missed a soccer game. How she saved up her McDonald's paycheck to buy me the expensive art supplies I wanted. How she stayed up late helping me with science fair projects, even though she had her own homework. Once the secret was out, everything changed. Tori started introducing me as her daughter instead of her sister. Some of our relatives got mad, saying it was too late to change the story now, and that we were confusing people. But Tori didn't care anymore. She enrolled in GED classes because she dropped out when I was born. Every night after dinner, I'd help her study math and English. She was determined to become a nurse. We'd sit at the kitchen table with her textbooks spread out, and I'd quiz her on medical terms until midnight. Things got weird when I started dating though. Tori became super strict about boys, which was hilarious because she was only 5 years older than me. When I started going out with this guy Brandon from my biology class, she hated him immediately. Brandon came from one of those perfect families with a big house and married parents who drove matching cars. He'd make these little comments about our situation that I thought were jokes at first. He'd say stuff like, it's so crazy that your sister is actually your mom, or your family is like a soap opera. One day I overheard him on the phone with his friends laughing about how he was dating the girl with all the mommy drama and how my family was white trash. He said I probably had abandonment issues, and that's why I was so easy to get with. I hung up the phone and marched straight to Tori's room. She was studying for her nursing exam, highlighter in hand, looking exhausted. I told her everything Brandon had said. She put down her textbook and just held me while I cried. Then she said, baby, you deserve someone who thinks our family is amazing, not embarrassing. We ordered Chinese food and stayed up until 3 a.m. watching terrible horror movies and talking about everything. I dumped Brandon the next day. Told him exactly why too. He tried to say he was just joking around, but I was done. Tori picked me up early from school and we got ice cream to celebrate.